Man, when you watch ESPN and watch all these shows that talk about the GOAT debate, man, there's a lot of other things that they never factor in. And hopefully I can just point out a few things. When they have the GOAT debate, they never really specify that you at least need to be the best in your position to be in the debate. Now, I get basketball now is supposed to be positionless, but when you're having the GOAT debate, that's kind of difficult to have if you're going to say that it's positionless, because when you're saying the greatest point guard, shooting guard, small forward, power forward, or centers of all time, that's not positionless. They have positions that are identified. So can't really say, or we shouldn't really be looking at it from positionless, because when they're put into the categories that they rightfully belong in, it becomes very confusing. The debates become confusing when you have to look at other avenues to try to explain it. So the 5 guys that you see on my list are the 5 guys that I believe have a stake in the GOAT debate. Now, there are 3 guys I would at least mention that have that would be mentioned, of course, as part of the debate, which would be Kobe Bryant, Steph Curry, and even Larry Bird to an extent. Some people would argue Shaq, but Shaq doesn't have the same resume that Kareem has. So the resume with the game and the accolades have to add up to how you get the end product of who's in the GOAT debate and how the GOAT debate is being established. So the 5 guys you see, with Tim Duncan being number 5, with his 5 championships and his 2 league MVPs, you have Magic Johnson with his 5 championships and 3 league MVPs. You have LeBron with his 4 championships and his 4 league MVPs. Kareem with 6 championships and 6 league MVPs. And you have Michael Jordan with his 6 NBA championships with 5 league MVPs. That's my breakdown. That's my 5. I can do a longer video as to why I actually chose these 5, but clearly their resumes speak for themselves. And when you actually look at this list, and I get Jordan was 1-9 before he actually won. Kareem won with Milwaukee, and then he didn't win again until he got with Magic. LeBron went and played with Wade. They lost to Dallas. He ended up winning 2 more. They lost to the Spurs, and so on and so forth. He has a 3-1. He came back from a 3-1 deficit and ended up beating the Warriors. You know, it's so on and so forth. Magic had one of the worst finals of his career. And Tim Duncan as well. He was never really considered to be a part of a dynasty since they never won back-to-back championships. But he's also lost a few. But you know, the thing that separates why I have Jordan at the mountaintop, and this is for any of the champions, those who've at least won more than 1 championship, who've at least won more than 1. And they were the main guy. They were the guy. They were the main person. When they got to the mountaintop, Jordan is the only person, the only superstar not to ever lose once he got there. Only one. And that's hard to refute, not to mention not 1 3-peat, but he did it twice. We have teams now that is difficult to get a back-to-back, and he did that twice. Kobe almost did it. I cannot lie about that. That's another reason why I know Kobe gets put in the debate, because he's done some phenomenal things that other guys would never get credit for. And that's why he's a Black Mamba. But this is my list. Take from it what you will. Assume what you like. Leave some comments down below. Like or not like, but comment and subscribe. Thank you.